Colorado.
Good morning and welcome into this Tuesday edition of Good Morning Vail. It is June 4th. We are rolling right through the month already. We have a great show coming up. It is National Dairy Month, and we are going to talk some legendary recipes with a chef and social media influencer. What else are we doing? We got Claire Noble with the county coming on, and we're also talking with an author about a women's empowerment book. So a lot going on this episode of Good Morning Vail, and it starts right now.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
And now I'm over here. Welcome into the TVA Weather Center on this Tuesday morning. A lot of pollen on the ground this morning, so those people with allergies like me, be prepared. But we do have a warm day coming up, a high of 67, a low of 52 starting out today. 20% chance of rain and some slight winds coming in from the west, 10 to 15 miles per hour today. Into the hourly, things heat up around noon, 60 degrees, 4 p.m. up to 65 degrees, mostly cloudy skies throughout the day today with that 20% chance of rain. Temperatures start coming down tonight, partly cloudy skies into the evening at 8 p.m. and 63 degrees rolling into tonight. Into the I-70 corridor, you head east a little bit. Denver, a high of 85. You head west a little bit. Eagle, a high of 76. Avon, high of 74. And here in Vail, a high of 67 today. So quite a variable day here in the Rocky Mountains. Tonight, low of 46 with partly cloudy skies. Sunset at 8:30 p.m. Hoping to catch another classic Colorado sunset tonight. And the winds continue from the west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Into the rest of the week, some sunny days ahead on Wednesday and Thursday with the highs in the mid to high 70s. Friday, a high of 77, mostly cloudy before this weekend sees some afternoon thunderstorms. But temperatures hovering in those mid to high 70s, which is great, and the lows in those upper 40s, which should be good for the rest of the week. And stay tuned. We are getting rocking and rolling with Good Morning Vail. More coming up next.
Good morning, Vail.
Woods presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
It's where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I wrecked my first car, I tore it all to pieces.
Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
For the latest and greatest trends in pop entertainment, Popstar Today brings you compelling celebrity lifestyle stories that matter most to you. From movies, music, TV, and streaming shows, to fashion, social media influencers, and the latest on who is seeing who. Join host Elizabeth Stanton as she digs deep and dives in. This is Popstar Today.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long.
This is the one that works.
Starting on one side, peel off to expose adhesive and affix it beneath your earlobe. Stretch the strip around the back of your neck until it reaches the other side. Remove the white backing from the other end of the strip and attach under the other earlobe. Go ahead and take your hair down.
Wow, look at that. Necklace really is the one that works.
Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine, and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Oh wow, to wipe these years off in here.
Well, I like it. It's like a mini facelift.
Oh, it totally works.
Think I need a box or two.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back. Up next, we're going to check in the kitchen where we were making some flatbread pizzas with a fun recipe. Let's have a look.
Oh, well, thanks for joining us. We're here in the kitchen.
Yes, love it.
Well, you know, I am a big fan of having like restaurant quality, easy to make at home meals. And what can you do that with is a good flatbread.
Love it.
Yeah. So, Ross, do you like a flatbread?
Yeah, easy ingredients and
Easy.
Pizza.
Yeah, it's exactly right. You know, I think flatbread is like pizza with a fancy twist.
I like that.
So we're going to go ahead and do that. And these are really great ingredients. You can put whatever you want to on it, but we're going to do spinach and sausage. So we've got just regular pork breakfast sausage. You can throw that in there. It really doesn't matter. You can use any kind of sausage that you want to. So we're going to just put a little bit into our skillet that's been heating. So you just need a dab of olive oil. And then we've got the oven preheating and ready to go. So I actually like to toast my flatbread a little bit as well before we get going on making this pizza. But the best part is once you can kind of like cook everything down, it's not going to take that long to heat it up and to get ready to enjoy it. So I don't know. Ross, do you make pizza at home?
No.
No. Well, he's about to because we are working on this new flatbread recipe. But this is great. You can just get these flatbreads usually in like the fresh deli section of your grocery store. And we got two here, so we'll start with one. I like to brush them with olive oil or some sort of oil just to crisp it up a little bit before we actually start layering our toppings. So Ross, if you wouldn't mind passing me the olive oil.
Check.
Awesome. We're gonna make this into a sausage and spinach white sauce flatbread. So again, flatbread to me is just like the easiest way of saying a fancy pizza.
Yeah.
And it's not that big, so you don't feel bad if you eat the whole thing.
Yeah, and it's not as like heavy, right? So
exactly.
You can feel good about it.
You know what I actually like to do? I pour a little bit of olive oil on it, and then I've got this basting brush. So I'll just kind of brush my pizza here with the olive oil. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'll move this olive oil out of the way. But we're just brushing it. Our oven is preheated. And while we continue to chop and cook everything else, we'll let this crisp up in the oven. So you just want to make sure you spread it out evenly, just like that. And then the best part is if you wanted to make this like a garlicky white sauce pizza, you can put real garlic on it, or in the essence of time and making sure your fingers don't smell bad, we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of garlic salt all over this pizza. And again, this is the best part. You don't need to have exact measurements. You can just do whatever you got in your pantry, or if you wanted to run to the store. And I know for us here, City Market is 5 minutes away, probably from everybody's place of residence. So you can just grab whatever ingredients you need to at the store. So I put some olive oil on the pizza, and then I put a little bit of the garlic salt. So while we're cooking the sausage, I'm going to put this into the oven just so it crisps up a bit.
Kim, what are your thoughts on pineapple?
I am a fan of pineapple on pizza. I think it's I like the idea of like a little bit of the juicy sweetness with the salty of whatever meat that it's usually paired with.
Yeah.
I could go ham, I could go bacon.
I think pineapple and jalapeno is like a classic combo.
That sounds so good right now. Unfortunately, that's not what we're doing
That's okay.
today.
That's
but,
okay.
You know, that would be a really great combo here as well. So we've got some spinach. We're going to go ahead and put some spinach on this pizza as well while you continue to brown up that sausage. So we're going to pull it up here. And, you know, if you don't have a proper knife on hand, that's okay. You don't need to because spinach does wilt when you're cooking it.
Right.
But we're just going to cut it up a little bit. I like to kind of take the end pieces off here just like that, because sometimes that gets a little stringy when you're eating it. So we'll go ahead and do that, and you can just grab a few, you can chop them off, whatever you need to do to make it easy. And then I'm gonna just do a rough chop of this spinach. That sausage is looking killer.
How big do we want these pieces?
You know, just bite size, whatever
Okay.
you want. So I'd say just kind of smash it up, looking great, nailing it.
I mean, this is the best size sausage
Yeah.
that I've ever saw.
And can we talk about my sole purpose in 2024 is to make you an expert chef by the end of the year? I think it's working. I don't know. You're looking pretty good.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I think
don't
he's doing
know.
great, ladies and gentlemen. I
Yeah,
really do.
yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel? Do you feel better
One of
about
these
it?
days, I'm gonna lead it. All
Yeah,
right,
it's
we'll
exactly
figure it
right.
out. But one of these days,
You know, I keep telling Kevin that too. Kevin says he's been to culinary school and he has yet to show me what to do in the kitchen. So I'm just doing a quick rough chop of this spinach. I don't have a real chopping knife, but that's okay because it doesn't really matter like what this looks like. You're just kind of whipping this together in the kitchen. So imagine it's like a quick lunch or, you know, a weeknight dinner,
Love it.
whatever. Or maybe you're having friends over, you know, you just want something that's quick and easy. This is a great way to do it. Now, if you wanted to be fancy, you can make your white sauce from scratch. We are not, which is great.
make your dough from
You
scratch.
can make
I
your
bet.
dough from scratch. You know, another way that I like to make flatbreads sometimes is to just take like a low-carb tortilla. So the best part is like any sort of carb base and then just throw the toppings on it. We've got some spinach, so this looks good to me. I think, how's that looking for you, Ross?
Almost there, not
We're
quite
almost
done.
there.
But
You know, it doesn't need to be super, super perfectly cooked. I mean, it does, but we're going to put it in the oven for about 10 minutes as well, just to kind of meld everything together.
Yeah.
So I'm going to grab our flatbread out of here. You can see the edges are starting to brown up a bit. And Ross, I'm going to warn you, it's going to be hot. So I'm moving to this side while you continue to do that. Yeah, looking great. So the best part about this too is we can actually broil it when we're done, just so that everything melts.
nice.
So white sauce.
Okay.
You can make it from scratch or just buy the jar, which is what we're doing. We're talking about an easy way to make it. So we've got here, I can never pronounce it. It's a cacao pepe, which is basically like Parmesan and pepper and cheese. It's delicious. So I like to hit the bottom of the jar if it's a brand new one. Pop it open. There we go. It's looking great. Honestly, it does. I love sausage.
It smells like breakfast right now.
It really does. So I'm going to grab a spoon out of our drawer. And then while you're continuing to get that browning up, I'm going to spread the white sauce all over our pizza here. Then we've got some mozzarella cheese. We've got some spinach. I was telling Ross, I almost thought about bringing some caramelized onions and making those, which would have been a really fun thing to do, but it takes a while. So
Takes a while, and
not fast enough for one single kitchen segment.
last night we didn't need to do all those dishes either.
It's true. Dishes are always the fun part of cooking. So I'm just spreading on this white sauce here, and you can put as much or as little as you want to.
There's gonna be a lot of sausage for that.
You know, that's okay. We can just kind of sprinkle it on. We've got the white sauce going. It looks great. Then we've got some mozzarella. So we'll be putting that sausage on here in a second. Got some mozzarella cheese. I'm going to do a little base layer sprinkle of mozzarella, and then we're going to sprinkle on some of that sausage.
Oh, it's looking good now.
It looks great. You know, you don't have to put a ton of cheese on the bottom because of the white sauce, but I like to kind of put a base layer because you can never have too much cheese, right?
No such thing as too much cheese.
Too much cheese. Does not exist in my world, I'll tell you that.
Nope.
All right, great. So we've got our spinach. So Ross, if you want to grab some of that spinach that's been roughly chopped, yep, right there, looks great.
Cool.
And we're just going to sprinkle a little bit on here. Yeah, you can just kind of layer it, spread it around. Looks great to me. Then we're going to throw on the sausage because this will melt a bit. So we'll just kind of break that up a little bit.
We're good to go with the
Yeah,
sausage?
I think so. We'll just go ahead and do that. And just put a little bit on and sprinkle it as best you want to. If you want to be brave and use your fingers like I am.
Kim.
I know it's toasty, it's hot, it smells delicious. You can smell all the spices. That looks great to me. I'm telling you, Ross is going to be an expert in the kitchen soon. There we go. And then I think that looks good to me.
I think that looks great.
Yeah, and we'll add a little bit more. I've got some parsley and the garlic salt, the spices right there. You can add whatever other spices you want to. We can do like an Italian if you had that. But I just grabbed what's in my pantry, We'll just do a little...
Some red pepper flakes.
Red pepper flakes are always a great topper. You can either do it before or after. I'm a red pepper flakes after it cooks kind of gal.
Yeah.
What about you? Right?
Whatever.
Whatever.
A little bit here, a little bit there.
A little bit more cheese on this pizza because who doesn't like cheese, as we've already established? Looks good to me. Boom. What do you think?
That looks pretty good.
It's going to be a good one. Sometimes breakfast here is pizza for breakfast.
I love the thin crust, right? It's
Oh,
just
so
so
good.
much more manageable.
So we're going to pop this in the oven. It's going to just kind of all meld together, and then your flatbread pizza will be ready to go. So I'm going to pop this in, and can't wait to try it.
Breakfast of champions.
All right, looking at the pizza, it is a fancy flatbread.
It looks awesome.
It smells really great. You can smell the garlic from the sauce. You can smell a little bit of the pepper as well. And then the sausage. Who doesn't love the smell of sage and the taste of it? So I'm going to cut it. What do you think?
Cut it out.
Are we
looks
trying
good.
it out?
Yeah, let's
We're
do
just
it.
going to go ahead and cut a little bit. Are you an end piece guy or are you in the middle?
The corners are the best.
The corners are the best. So we're going to just give it a quick little cut in the middle. Boom.
Boom.
And then here we go, Ross.
Love it.
You get to be the guinea pig and tell me what you think. He's like, oh gosh, the pressure is on. All right, well, I'll have a piece with you too.
Okay, let's do it. Which one are you going for here?
I'm going for here. I like the crust. Well, cheers.
We cheers it?
We're cheersing. Let's take a taste of this pizza. Oh my goodness.
It is so good.
My mom taught me not to talk with my mouth full, but I can't
It's
help
okay.
it. You can just taste all of the delicious Alfredo sauce and the sausage and the spinach. Cannot wait to finish this, but we had a great show. We'll see you next time.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Hello, I'm Shervin Rezai here with Chenna Garden in Avon, Colorado. My hobbies are obviously skiing. I've been skiing since I was 3 years old. In addition to that, music's always been my first passion, and you can see that alive and well at Chenna Garden with our little record nook, where we have over 300 records, and we'll continue to grow that collection and play vinyl records for you while you enjoy your cuisine. Chenna Garden is Avon's oldest running restaurant. We've been open since 1988 when my mother set up shop and wanted to begin offering Avon, Colorado the best quality Chinese food that we could get. And I started working in the restaurant when I was 8 years old as a dishwasher, making $1 a day. And then one of the servers, pushed by my dad, told me I should ask for a raise, and then I got $5 a day, but then I had to put all $25 at the end of the week into a savings account, which actually helped me out in college. So after college, I went out to New York for law school, and I spent 15 years out in New York City practicing law and working in-house, which exposed me to a lot of restaurants all over the world, all over the country. And after getting exposure like that, I realized that we have this beautiful restaurant here that has so much potential. So in the fall of 2023, we came back, remodeled, and tried to get this back to give that special feel that I've known all my life here. We've been offering a lot of new cuisines, including German cuisine with our good family friend Gunther Schmidt, who's been serving up authentic German cuisine in the Valley for many, many decades. Why not? This is America. We can serve German food in a Chinese restaurant, and we just let it try. And after a year of it, it's been building up some success, and we're just having a lot of fun just seeing the look of bewilderment on every customer when they're like, how am I getting German food in a Chinese restaurant that's this good at this quality? Chenna Garden is really all about that community, and that first starts with the local community. We always try to take care of all of us who are working hard, grinding it, so that we can also enjoy what this valley has to offer. And through that, we get a nice mix of word of mouth, tourists who come in. We're looking for something a little more authentic and that has a history with the valley. I'm a proud member of the Avon Vail Valley community, lifelong member as I was born here, and I hope you come out and see us here at Chenna Garden. We're open every day, 4 to 9, any day the mountain's open. Cheers.
Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to
Mitch English and Andrea Jackson have co-hosted together for over a decade. And now, only on Daily Flash, they serve up a fast, fun, fresh perspective on the day's trending news and entertainment. Daily Flash offers the latest in pop news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, wellness, and even some unscripted, irreverent, who knows what's next fun. Daily Flash with Mitch English and Andrea Jackson. Trending news and entertainment.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. It is National Dairy Month, and joining us via Zoom, we have Will Coleman, who is a celebrity chef, content creator, and so much more. He's been on Good Morning America, The Today Show. Will, thank you for joining us this morning.
It's an absolute pleasure to be chatting with you about all things dairy today.
I love it. I love it. And so, speaking of dairy, how can we make this National Dairy Month legendary?
Yeah, so when thinking about National Dairy Month, it's all about celebrating the people behind the dairy, which are the Wisconsin farmers. They're doing amazing work, providing more than $46 billion to the state's economy. And when you think about that, that's more than Idaho potatoes and Florida oranges combined. And those are really two large markets. So they're doing some amazing work to create the highest quality of milk while caring for their land and animals to make sure everybody's healthy and happy.
I love that. I love that. I didn't mean to be too cheesy with that legendary joke, but
you're doing your job, and I'm here for it. This is all the dairy. We're here for it.
I love that. Will, what's kind of one recipe that sticks out to you that's going to have people smiling this summer?
Yeah, I really, as a chef, I love to make people stay on top of their feet and be excited about food. So one thing I recommend is a sweet and savory ice cream sandwich. We're talking about a feta and Parmesan ice cream sandwich that features Atheno's traditional feta and also the grated Stella Parmesan cheese and those classics like the Wisconsin heavy cream and the whole milk. You're going to make an amazing ice cream custard, and all you need is an ice cream maker to bring these delicious ice cream sandwiches to life that are sweet and savory and such a fun take on a classic.
I love that. And speaking of savory, what's some of those recipes that might have a little flair to them as well?
Absolutely. So I love all things savory as well. And I see that everybody's loving their air fryer. So we're going to talk about an air fryer burrata that's golden brown and crispy. It features that Bel Gioioso cheese that you can crust a little bit to make it crispy and golden brown. And also features the Wisconsin Cheese Brothers Fratello, which is an Asiago and Parmesan blend. It's a great way to serve your friends through an appetizer with crudités or crispy bread. And very light, vibrant, and something that I want during the summertime.
I love that. And the air fryer is a little bit of a surprise to us, but what's another kind of surprise you have for us?
Full of surprises here. So when you think about summer, I want salads that are light, bright, vibrant, and especially seasonal. So we're going to talk about this sweet and spicy corn salad that's perfectly paired with steak here, but you can use it with fish or chicken. Very, very versatile. But the two stars in this salad is the Wisconsin Dairy award-winning cheeses, the Mareka jalapeno Gouda, which is spicy, creamy, and also has the Odyssey 2% yogurt to make a light, creamy dressing that's really the star here. So great for barbecues and also meal prep because it's high in protein, and that's what we want.
Sorry, I'm wiping away a little bit of drool over here. That looks amazing.
Yeah, me too.
Will, what's kind of your favorite cheese? What's the go-to cheese for you this summer?
Absolutely. So when thinking about summertime, I am going to be on my grill all the time, flipping burgers, and I need some sharp cheddar cheese in my right-hand pocket at all times because it's creamy, crumbly. It has a nice, rich taste to it. So today I'm using the Boar's Head Sharp Wisconsin cheddar cheese, and I'm always thinking about burgers. But today we're going to talk about this heirloom phyllo tart that has bacon, tomatoes, that cheddar cheese. It's just a great way to provide an appetizer for your friends and family, or it can be a great breakfast option, but the star of the show is going to be that sharp cheddar cheese from Wisconsin.
Oh man, looks so good over there. Definitely check Will out on social media. But Will, where can people go for more information?
Absolutely. So it's National Dairy Month. So that means you need recipes in your life ASAP. So check out wisconsincheese.com for endless recipes. And make sure you remember that Wisconsin cheese is available nationwide. So you can go to the grocery stores and check out your cheese and make sure it has the Proudly Wisconsin cheese badge to make sure you're getting the best of the best.
I love that. Will, anything else I should ask you? Anything else people should know about National Dairy Month? I think every month should be National Dairy Month, but what should people know moving forward here?
Yes, I think overall, just know that when it comes to Wisconsin cheese, it's such a large variety there. They have over 600 types and styles of cheeses, so there's something for everybody. If you want sweet, you have things like ice cream sandwiches or nice sweet cheese spreads. If you want savory, you have things like pizza and salads. So there's something for everybody that is going to sure to please you this summer.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Good luck out there. Wisconsin cheese. It's just fun to say, too.
Wisconsin cheese. Everybody should have it. Happy National Dairy Month. Thanks for having me.
Happy National Dairy Month, Will. Great to have you on. And thanks for coming on, and have a great month out there and enjoy that dairy in Wisconsin. And to our viewers, stay tuned for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that.
And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. Their NFL insider, one of them, is hanging out with us on the program today.
Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
From small towns to big cities and everywhere in between, we're covering the great things that are happening right now in the USA. This is Positively America with Ernie Anastas.
Each week, we're going to focus on the great things that are happening every day in the USA. We'll feature change makers.
In every older person, there's a younger person saying, how did this happen?
Innovators.
I talk about design the way some people might talk about like the person they're in love with.
Doers and dreamers.
You can use that recognition to pay it forward.
Ordinary Americans accomplishing extraordinary things.
When you smile, you receive one back most of the time.
We're going to prove to you that optimism and hope are paving the way to an even brighter tomorrow.
We've got a lot of programs that are specifically focused on the children of our fallen heroes.
At Positively America, our mission is to feature good news.
Daily Flash.
I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to
Mitch English and Andrea Jackson have co-hosted together for over a decade. And now, only on Daily Flash, they serve up a fast, fun, fresh perspective on the day's trending news and entertainment. Daily Flash offers the latest in pop news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, wellness, and even some unscripted, irreverent, who knows what's next fun. Daily Flash with Mitch English and Andrea Jackson. Trending news and entertainment.
8-time Emmy-nominated Animal Rescue is a half-hour television series showcasing the heroic efforts of people helping animals. Join host and award-winning journalist Alex Payne and the Animal Rescue camera crew as they travel around the world, capturing dramatic rescues, rehabilitation, and relocation stories. For programming schedule, check your local listings today. Don't miss your favorite episodes of Animal Rescue.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Joining us on the couch this morning is such a pleasure every time we get to chat. Claire Noble. Claire, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, for inviting me to join you. And I'm really hoping that the mic doesn't pick up my stomach growl after Will's segment.
That was some good looking cheese, right?
I mean, yeah, Wisconsin, more than just cheddar.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't love cheese?
I wasn't expecting ice cream to come out of the gate right away.
Savory.
Talking cheese.
Yeah, with like some feta mixed in. That was amazing.
Yeah, the French in me, I love cheese.
Yeah.
All types of cheese. Can't get enough. But we're going to talk about the county here because you're here with Eagle County. What's going on right now? We're rolling into summer pretty quickly here.
We are, and so there's a few things happening right now. And you know, you look outside right now, it's so green. Flowers really haven't started coming in, but all the trees are leafed out. The grass looks great. And so it may not seem obvious, but we are going into wildfire season. Because, you know, if you look at a hydrology map of the United States, once you get past the Mississippi, it starts to dry out really quick. And so the West, for the most part, except for the Pacific Northwest, we're pretty dry. So we have to be cognizant of that. And so some of the things we'd like to people to be aware of is, first of all, stay informed. We're not trying to hoard information. We want you to know. So sign up for EC Alerts. EC Alerts is a little bit of a lift, right? You have to go to this page, put in some personal information, select different areas of the county you might be interested in. And I hear from a lot of people, I signed up for EC Alerts, but I never get them. And I think it's because they haven't taken those extra steps, because then you have to download the Everbridge app.
Yeah, and you say it's extra steps. I look at it as I get to curate what I see. So
exactly.
It should be a pleasurable experience of what do I want to see through these alerts.
Well, that's a great point. For me, I'm like, everything. Just let me know everything that's going on. But if you're not so picky, if you do want to know everything, we have something that's easier for you, and that's the Reach Well app. And if you go to the App Store, you're going to see it and you're like, is this an emergency notification app? Because it looks like a paper airplane. Right. Because it started as a school notification app based here in Colorado, based on the Front Range, but they've now expanded into emergency communications. I think about 13 Colorado counties have now adopted this app. And what makes it great for our area is Garfield and Pitkin County are also using this app. So if you're one of these folks that travels between here and the Roaring Fork Valley a lot, going through Glenwood Canyon a lot, these are choke points that it's important to know when, so you're not sitting in traffic at Dotsero wondering what's going on. And the other great thing about Reach Well, and really the reason why we adopted it, it's available in more than 130 languages.
Love that, that.
Yeah, and because they're a Colorado-based company, they're super responsive. So we have people who monitor it in different languages. And so if something comes up that's not translated quite right, like gypsum turns out to be drywall or something like that, they let them know right away and they fix the translation.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
Very helpful. And those choke points where if you're going to Glenwood or Denver, you don't want to get stuck there. You kind of want to know, and especially in the winter and in the summer with all this construction.
I mean, here's the thing. The reality of where we live, we're in a valley. So there's only a couple of thoroughfares, basically I-70 and Highway 6 to get you up and down that valley. And when there's a problem at one, or several months ago we had a problem at both, it cuts off both ends of the valley. And that's pretty scary.
Yeah, that can be challenging.
Yeah.
And then with wildfire season coming around, I mean, every summer we're gearing up. And what can people do? What should people be kind of on the lookout for and prepare for?
Thanks for asking about that. I will say this, right now, the prediction for this summer, because we're transitioning from El Nino to El Niña, and it's an ENSO neutral period of time where they're anticipating that we could experience slightly warmer or warmer than average temperatures and a little less precipitation.
Sounds dry.
Yeah, there's a concern that we're gonna have a weak monsoon. I feel like last summer they got it wrong. June ended up being a pretty wet month, but it's this is the way it could go down. So what can you do? And in addition to being like aware through emergency alerts, you need to create some defensible space around your house. And all you need to do is drive around any of the neighborhoods up here, and you'll see people with trees right up against the house, branches going across the house. I'm no expert, but we do have experts. realfire.net. If you go to realfire.net, you can sign up for a free assessment. They'll send a specialist to your house. I've had it done, and they will walk around, and they have eagle eyes because what they're looking for is what makes this house vulnerable to fire. And it can make a real difference. The Lahaina fire, there were houses, and one in particular that survived. Everything around it was burnt because they had created defensible space around their house.
Yeah, it's proof right there that it works. And then for, if you're not a homeowner, for me, it's stuff like, put your campfire out.
Yeah.
Make sure your campfire's out. Don't throw cigarette butts out the windows. It's little things like that.
I saw a CDOT sign about the cigarette butts, but a bigger problem are actually people towing things or with pickup trucks who have chains. The chains kick off, and I've driven past a truck that was dragging chains and kicking off sparks. Now it was the middle of the winter, so I was like, Okay, this is probably not a problem right now, but in the middle of June, this is a real problem. Because if you see a fire that started next to a roadway, you know that's probably the cause. And a lot of our fires, the majority are human caused.
Oh yeah. And a lot of them happen in kitchens, right? So if you're living in an apartment building, you know, I like to have my stuff pretty compact if I do have to get out of there. And
well, that's another great point. You know, if you really should have a go packed. You know, you should have something where either you have physical copies or on a removable drive your important paperwork. If you have pets, you should have some pet food ready to go. If there are medications you really need to take every day, you should have those ready to go. Water is something, I don't know about you, but I've been stuck on Vail Pass before. Luckily for me, it was only about an hour, but sometimes people get stuck up there for a few hours. And you're going to want some snacks in the car, you're going to want some water in the car.
Definitely. I know it's a tough topic, but we roll into this, and it's a serious thing every summer, and people need to be aware, so thank you for
I think our message is we want people to empower themselves. And you know, we do, if you go to the eaglecounty.us website, go to emergency management, you're going to see we have a ton of plans for different situations that might occur in our valley. So we have people thinking about it. I had a meeting yesterday with our emergency manager and our community partners. So it wasn't just government folks, there were folks there from Vail Health, there were folks there from partner volunteer organizations, all ready in the event that they're needed.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you guys for all the work that's going on at the county, and definitely get the apps and check out the website. There's information out there, so be in the know, especially this time of year. It's coming quick. Summer's here.
Thanks for letting me share this message.
I love it. Thanks so much, Claire, and to our viewers, stay tuned for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Join us on the famous Leadville Railroad. This historic train ride takes you on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for an afternoon of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Our scenic train rides are a perfect place to bring families closer together while immersing them in the natural beauty and rich history of this picturesque region. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Make memories that will last a lifetime. Tickets available at leadvillerailroad.com.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Up next, we're talking with a Colorado author with a new book called Hey There, High Flyer. We have Barbara Morris Blake joining us. Barbara, how are you this morning?
I am just great, and it's so great to be here to talk about Hey There, High Flyer.
Yeah, and so this is the High Achieving Woman's Guide to Confidence and Self-Management. Where did this book come from? How did you get the idea and the passion to write this?
Well, I've been coaching for more than 20 years, and a lot of the women that I've coached are high achievers. And I started recognizing different patterns and some of the challenges that they were having. So I started adding these strategies to my coaching sessions, and they worked. So I wanted to share that experience and these techniques with high achieving women.
Yeah, and there's so much going on in the book here, and it's beautiful, easily consumed, which is great. What are some of these things that you address in the book, though, to help high achieving women?
Well, when I started writing the book, I did a survey of self-identified high-achieving women. And the number one issue that high-achieving women struggle with is sort of balancing their life, the stress, confidence, but especially around that stress management. And another issue is around the imposter syndrome as well. So we really target those areas, but there's other things too, like decision making, perfectionism, understanding your own personality, communication, all those things that, most of us have to deal with. But the high achieving woman puts so much pressure on themselves to excel at everything that these things can be, definitely can impact their life in a negative way. So learning these techniques can really make a difference to their level of happiness.
Definitely, and this is in the workforce and outside of the workforce, right? You have tips and tricks for kind of everything in life, right?
That's right. Well, we all blend together, don't we now? We're not just work and we're not just, home. We're such a blend of our whole lives now.
Yeah, and what's one piece of advice? I know there's a lot in here, but what's one piece that can make an immediate impact for women?
Well, a lot of women struggle with the imposter syndrome, but even if that's not an issue for women, understanding how your brain works, your own cognitive processes, your own cognitive patterns, and being able to change that is just amazing. And we do know that we can change the way we think, and when we change the way we think, we can change our behavior.
Yeah.
It's pretty powerful.
Definitely, definitely. Can you explain that imposter syndrome for people that might not be aware of that?
Oh, that's that gnawing feeling that you're not as good as people think you are, and that it's only going to be a matter of time before you get caught not being as good as people think you are. And it's not a good feeling. Men have it too, but women struggle more with it. In fact, a survey just recently discovered that 75% of leading women that lead, have experienced the imposter syndrome at one point in their career.
Wow.
So it's pretty prevalent.
Yeah, and what's kind of like some tips that you offer in this book to help women reach their full potential and maybe get out of that?
Well, we go back to the survey, and the first thing is really understanding stress, what it does to you, how you can avoid it to the best degree. I mean, we all have stress, and some stress is actually really good, but to be in control of that, and then understanding your own personality, your own communication style, so that you can adapt and connect with others. And it does help build relationships too. And then, of course, dealing with those feelings, the imposter feelings, being able to really manage your emotions, that we're not, we don't have to react the way that we've reacted in the past. We can have more control and create some new neural pathways, which makes it easier and easier as time goes on.
Definitely, definitely. And so, Hey There, High Flyer. This is for women that might be leading already or hope to lead one day in their career or in their personal life. But who exactly are you reaching out to with this book, or who's the audience?
It is for women, although I have had a couple of men who've read it and said, "Why did you make it for women? This is us too." And of course, with imposter syndrome, men experience that as well, and stress and all the other things that are there. It's just that women, we do have sort of extra issues when it comes to like managing their family and things like that. So I wanted to really target that. But I had a woman give it to her teenage daughter, and her daughter it's really made a huge difference with her daughter, which is great to think that young women could learn these skills, learn these strategies and techniques, so that they don't have to go through what some of us have had to go through over the years. And then, of course, I've had people in their 50s go, "Oh, I wish I'd had this 20 years ago." So it's really widespread for any woman who identifies themselves as being a high achiever,
Definitely,
and you kind of
definitely.
know when you are.
Definitely. And what's one thing you might have learned while putting this book together, either about yourself or about the material itself?
Well, it was interesting to step back and really see, the impact of some of these strategies and, being that much more aware during the writing of the book. I talk about grit in the book and, being able to stay with something that's hard right to the end. I'm an extrovert. Writing this book did not come naturally for me at all. Being able to sit and just be alone and write is just not in my nature. So being able to develop that was good for me, I think. And it also helped me, just even be that much more empathetic to my clients who go through the same thing.
Amazing. And so what's kind of next for you? Are you looking into another book, or what's next for you?
I don't know if I'm going to have another book of me. I love coaching. I love team coaching and individual coaching. I do have a leadership development course that I just launched not too long ago for young leaders. So just more, I just love what I do. So more of what I do as long as I can.
I love it. I love it. Hey There, High Flyer, out now. Where can people go for more information, either about the book or about you as the author?
Well, my company is Elevate Organizations, and my website is www.elevateorganizations.com. And the book is available everywhere that you can buy online books, so Amazon or Barnes and Noble, anybody. So either you can buy it through the website www.elevateorganizations.com or through any of the outlets.
Awesome. And it's just under 200 pages. It's broken down beautifully. Like I said, it's easy to consume. Hey There, High Flyer. Thanks so much for joining us, Barbara. I hope you have a great rest of your day down there in Pueblo, and looking forward to hearing how people think about this book.
Thank you so much. It's a real pleasure to talk to you.
Awesome. Thanks again. Hey There, High Flyer. Check it out. Men and women, but definitely written for women. And stay tuned for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
Two teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has one chaser and one evader.
Opportunities for points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point for this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits, eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
One of the longest-running syndicated television series is back, America's Black Forum, a weekly series highlighting the latest in our lifestyles, business, entertainment, and finance. We introduce you to entrepreneurs who are making their mark in the business world and leaders who are fighting for change.
Welcome to America's Black Forum.
Tune in each week to know what's happening in our world today on America's Black Forum.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
Each week on The Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss The Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Up next, we're checking in with the Wild West and a Dude Ranch that is a great place to check out this summer. Let's have a look.
This holiday season, many people will be opting to travel for the first time since the pandemic. Here to help navigate the busiest travel season in years is travel expert Megan Kaiser, author of Everywhere for Nothing, Free Travel for the Modern Nomad. Thanks so much for being here today, Megan. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
What should we do to survive the busiest holiday travel season in years?
Well, the first thing to remember is to pack your patience. As I mentioned in my book, travel is really about the experience and what you make of it. And you got to get there to get there. So whether it's plane or road or whatever you're doing, it's just part of the whole package deal. So focus on the end goal, reuniting with family and friends, new experiences, and hopefully relaxing.
When traveling, what are some of the basics that people tend to forget?
Well, you might be bound to forget something, but don't walk out the door without that toothbrush. You can't just pack it the day before. So my new favorite is the Oral-B Click. It's the perfect travel companion this holiday season with its next-gen crisscross bristles. Click gives a remarkable cleaning performance and truly comfortable brushing experience wherever you go, making it as effective at cleaning as it is sleek. Plus, it has a reusable handle, so since you only have to replace the brush head, you reuse 80% of this brush. I love it.
And what is one of your top tips when traveling?
Well, sleep can be a bit of a challenge, whether it's jet lag or just sleeping in a new bed. So I always travel with fast-acting liquid melatonin by Life Extension. They're the health solutions expert to support overall health and well-being, especially this season. And I love the sugar-free citrus vanilla flavor. Now, Life Extension's fast-acting liquid melatonin has 3 milligrams of melatonin, supporting a healthy, restful sleep and even encouraging cellular health. So that means a boost to the immune system. So boosted immunity, good sleep, it's what we need when we're traveling.
Oh, absolutely. Do you have any tips for getting the best travel deals?
Oh, if you've read my book, you know I love a good deal. So a new study by Priceline shows that more than half of Americans are planning a trip this season. So whether it's for your own travel plans or an amazing holiday gift, Priceline, we know as a world leader in travel deals, is helping you save on your dream vacation for the holidays during their 6-week season of savings sale. You can maximize those savings by bundling, which means package your bookings, book the flight and hotel together. You'll save time and money. And they have a rewards program, free and multi-tiered. It's called Priceline VIP. Check it out on their website.
And do you have any other holiday travel tips that you can share with us?
Well, I mentioned the toothbrush earlier, but another thing you don't want to forget, because it might be a little obvious, is deodorant. Now, my go-to ever since high school is Secret, and I love the Secret Fresh Invisible Solid, and it's going to be a busy holiday season. And the Secret Fresh collection offers 48-hour protection for both sweat and body odor. It's actually a sweat-activated formula, which seems like magic. It traps odor, releases fragrance. There are tons of scents, so whether it's a holiday party or a hike, pick one up. They're just $4.99 and stay fresh and dry no matter what you're doing.
And then where can we get more information about all these great tips you've shared with us today?
Well, for everything I mentioned here, visit tipsontv.com.
Will do. Well, thank you so much, Megan Kaiser, for getting us ready to travel throughout the holidays and beyond. Really appreciate your time and have a great holiday season.
Thanks, and happy trails.
That was not the Wild West, but that was still a great interview there. And we're back in the TVA Weather Center now on this Tuesday morning, 52 degrees to start. Lots of pollen out there I saw on my drive in, but we'll see a high of 67 degrees today, a 20% chance of rain, and that wind coming in 10 to 15 miles per hour from the west. Into the hourly temperature, things start heating up around noon, 60 degrees, 4 p.m., 65 degrees, and then come back down at 8 p.m., 63 degrees. Mostly cloudy skies throughout the day today before we roll into the rest of the week. And into the I-70 corridor, a little to the east, Denver seeing a high of 85 today, and a little to the west, Eagle seeing a high of 76. Avon, a high of 74 today, and Vail, a high of 67. Mostly cloudy skies throughout the I-70 corridor there, and lots of construction happening. There's two seasons here, winter and construction, and we are in one of those. Tonight, a low of 46 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Sunset at 8:30 p.m. Hoping to catch another classic Colorado sunset. And those winds continue 10 to 15 miles an hour from the west-southwest tonight. Into the rest of the week, sunny skies return tomorrow and Thursday with highs in the mid to high 70s and the lows in the high 40s. Friday, a mostly cloudy day with a high of 77. And this weekend, we can expect some afternoon thunderstorms, but those temperatures are hovering around the mid to high 70s for the next couple days, and those lows are in the high 40s. So a little bit of clouds today before the sun comes back, but summer's often running. Softball season starts now, and there's lots of golf to be had. The GoPro Mountain Games kick off this weekend. Summer is coming up, and we are excited for it. But looking at the rest of the weather, this should be a good week. The sun's coming back out. Definitely be prepared today for those cloudy skies, and those allergies are definitely acting up right now. You can catch me with an extra pocket of tissues this time of year, but looking forward to some sunny skies in the afternoon showers this weekend. And thanks so much for tuning in wherever you're from. Have a good day.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our